Greetings, inquisitive, talkative, restless Gemini. My name is Eliane Nicole. I'm an astrologer and a tarot card reader. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Right now, I'm going to do the March 2019 forecast for the sign of Gemini. I'm going to do a tarot spread, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the transits. I'm trying to do the videos now in less than 10 minutes, so I'm not doing as detailed of transits. So if you want me to bring detailed transits back, definitely mention it in the comments. Otherwise, I'm just going to do stick to mainly Gemini tarot overviews in these readings. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe. And if you haven't watched the Gemini entire 2019 overview, definitely watch that. That's a great reading. I posted it at the beginning of 2019, and we're still early in the year, so you can get a lot out of that one. And flipping these cards over really quickly, and I'm going to tell you all the positions. So it looks like there's something at the beginning of the month, Gemini, we find you as the Two of Swords. So you look like you are blocked off and in denial about something. You look like you were closed off to a message that someone is trying to get to you. You know, it looks like the month of March, you know, requires strength for you to get through, Gemini. And the basis of the situation. So, for, there may be some Geminis where the basis is the Hierophant reverse. So for some of you, this may be manifesting as an actual divorce or a separation of some kind. If not a divorce, it could be any kind of an institutional type of separation of some kind. It can be a parting with an institution of some kind. For other Geminis, this may be just manifesting as you breaking the rules, possibly you breaking an oath, something of that nature. What's leaving is an emotional woman. She could be a jealous woman, an obsessive woman, an overly sensitive woman. She's leaving. What could come into being is a victory. What will come into being is a wise woman around mid-month is entering the picture for you. And fears or insecurities, it looks like it has to do with a man who, it could be a man who is bossy or domineering. It could be a man who is weak or unstable. It could be an authority figure who you aren't seeing eye to eye with. There's fears or insecurities around him for Gemini. Others see you as working very hard, Gemini. Your positive feelings have to do with maturity and wisdom and going inside and kind of getting in touch with your own inner GPS system. And at the end of the month, we see you at an event with a twist. So for some people, that could be an event like a funeral, but for others, it could be an event just like an event that has a twist around it for some reason. And you'll know what it means when it comes up, I'm sure. And so that's the tarot overview for Gemini. And then I'm just going to quickly say a few things about the planets, even though I'm not going in depth in the transits this time. Venus enters Aquarius March 1st, where it'll be until March 26th. Venus is love and creativity. Aquarius is unconventionality and freedom and independence. So that's what's going on in that zone. If you want to know more about it and where it's happening in your chart, contact me for your own transit reading. March 5th, Mercury begins retrograde in Pisces, where it's going to be retrograde until the 28th. This is our first Mercury retrograde of the year. If you have any contracts to sign, if you have any procedures to get, anything like that, do it before March 5th, or you're going to want to wait until April. Mercury is the planet of communication, written and verbal communication, and also sometimes small technology things. And Mercury is normally naturally ruled by Virgo, and so Pisces opposes Virgo. So Mercury really isn't at home in Pisces. And when Mercury is in retrograde in Pisces, communication can get murky, communication can get cloudy, there can be very emotional communication, things like that happening. March 6th, Uranus enters Taurus. If that's affecting any of your personal planets, there could be a shakeup at this time. Again, contact me for your own transit reading if you want to know more about that. I'm not going to get into the specifics here. March 6th is the new moon of Pisces. New moons are incredibly fertile spiritual soil to plant the seeds of intention that you want to manifest. The Pisces new moon is particularly fertile for planting seeds around intentions of health, spirituality, around music, around film, around poetry, around the feet, around mysticism, medicine. These are all Piscean themes. March 7th, Jupiter is forming a semi-sextile with Pluto. That's a very specific aspect that I will just tell people in personal transit readings. March 20th, the sun enters Aries, so it's going to be Aries season. Definitely contact all your Aries friends this season and wish them happy birthday. March 21st is the full moon in Libra. This is one of the most romantic full moons of the year. This is a full moon for lovers. This is a full moon for creativity and art. March 24th, Jupiter is forming a quincunx with the North Node. Again, that's something that I would talk more about specifically in a personal transit reading. March 26th, Venus enters Pisces. I love when Venus is in Pisces. It's a very romantic and dreamy and poetic Venus. And that's going to be until April 20th. And if you want to know more about where that's in your chart and how it'll affect you, definitely contact me for your own personal transit reading. March 28th, Mercury finally goes direct. And March 31st, Mars enters Gemini. And when Mars is in Gemini, we can get kind of scattered with our goals. And that's going to be until May 15th. So that's what's going on. If you liked this reading, give me a like. If you didn't like it, give me a dislike. Please subscribe. Please share this with other Geminis that you know. If you want me to do more detailed transit readings like I have in the past, definitely put Gemini transits in the comments. Hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I definitely encourage you to contact me for your own March tarot reading and to contact me for your own March transit reading. But that's it for now. Thank you so much for joining me, Gemini, and I look forward to reading for you directly. Thank you.